Hey, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Part 10. Part freaking 10, boys. We're almost there. We are almost there. Today's mission, we are going to wrap up all these last little items we have. We're going to try to get the rock guards done, the hand guards done, the frame guards done. Those are easy. Those are just the little inserts that go here, protect your A-arms. We did get a little bracket for the brake line. That's going to go there. We did get our 38 Motorsports right here for the tank, the lowering kit for the tank. Those go in here, right in there. We're going to get those done. We do have all the plastics ready to go. Now, guys, I already cut this out. IMS comes with a template. You just follow that. This is about how much you have to cut out. Now, some guys will just cut this right open so they can slide it in. I like to keep this in one piece. It just makes the plastics a little more durable, and they don't separate. It just keeps them more rigid. We did also cut our headlight brackets. I'll show you guys for our custom deletes. So basically you can see right there and right here, that's what I cut off. So that much right there, and then that allows this guy to sit like that. We do need fresh graphics on that. Like I said in the last video, our graphics are in. I will show you guys those at the end of this video. Let you guys check them out. I'll show you this one. We cut this one too. See, right there, just that. That's it. And then this guy can go on there like so. Oh, we do need to tighten up a couple bolts here and there. We do need to put the B&R Motorsports frame guard there. Then we can lock down the bumper. We grabbed a couple. Actually, we grabbed a bunch of miscellaneous nuts and bolts. We may need them, we may not. I just grabbed a bunch. Maybe we'll do the GYTR belly skid. That's right there. We have more plastics there. So that's the plan for this video. Part 11 will be the graphics, and that will be probably pretty close to the end of this video. I heard from Hyper, rims should ship next week, so we should see those within a couple weeks. We are racing in 3 weeks, boys. Actually less than 3 weeks. It's kind of like 2.5. By the time you see this video, it's going to be like 2. Fingers crossed, not this weekend, the following weekend. We're going to do our first test ride in this girl. I know in the last video I said I did not think it was going to be ready in time, but we're going to try like hell to get this quad done and tested the week before our first race. And if all goes good, we'll be racing this girl at round 1. Worst case scenario, that girl can handle the job. We'll just change all the graphics. We do have another set of number 3 graphics for that girl. We'll pop those on there so she looks professional. And then worst case scenario, round 2 for the new quad. But I'm fingers crossed, guys. I'm confident round 1 we can show up with this brand new quad as long as testing goes well. So we got a lot to do. Let's get to work. All right, guys, so we got a couple things done. We didn't film it. It's just simple, easy stuff, so no point in filming it. We did finish up the front hubs with the rock guards. Basically, they're just zip tied. I've showed you guys this before. There's just a zip tie right there and a zip tie right there on both of them. You can see zip tie there and a zip tie there. So these are done. We put the outer rock guards on. We did get these on for now. We do have to put graphics on these, and then we started on the hand guards. I'm going to show you guys this one and what I do to make this side fit, because this side is a little tricky. So basically, I showed you guys this in a previous video, how I ground down up in this section. Just take that little section off. It doesn't ruin it. It's like a little hump. You just grind that flush. And then on this bracket, you guys can see I just grind. I mean, not a whole lot, just a little bit. And then this guy will fit in here perfectly. You can see Let that, so that's perfect. So we will get this bolted on. I also did switch over the tank, so we have our IMS quick fill on here now. We did put the 38 Motorsports, the little lowering kit on these. Those are in, just little 10 millimeters with the sleeves. Those are all in. What else did we do? I think that's it. We did put the brake line clamp in back here, just simple, not a big deal. 8 millimeter bolt, the little clamp. That's done. So now we'll get this last handguard on. We'll tighten that stuff up, and then we'll work on the plastics. We already did cut our hole. I showed you guys that. That's cut and ready to go. So what we may do is, if we got time, I think we should, we may just put these graphics on this radiator shroud on both sides, and then we need to put these graphics on before we put the covers on. So we may do that today, and then we'll do like the main graphics in the next video. So let's keep rocking and rolling on this, guys. All right, guys, so we'll get our handguard bracket on here. We're just gonna keep this stuff just kind of snug for now. We'll have to go back and adjust everything on our bars, get it to where we like it. I'll probably just check the other quad and kind of line it up once I get this thing on its wheels and on the ground, and I can actually like sit on it, and then I can just kind of get everything where I need it and then lock it down. So we'll snug everything up so it stays in place, but we're not going to tighten it up completely just yet. So we'll just snug this 10 up just a little bit on the power man handguard. That's fine, I can still move it. All right, so the throttle, we can snug that back up. And then we can lock down our grip. Our grip is gonna stay in that place no matter what. So guys, on these grips, just make sure they are notched on the bottom, and that is so your lever can clear it. So just make sure you put that side down kind of parallel and tighten this up. That's pretty good. All right, now we can get our handguard in place. So we did have to drill a hole in these guys. For the wraps, you need to drill a hole right there. That will bolt into that. You guys can see right there. This goes like this, and you bolt that together. It's pretty simple. The actual handguard right here just has a 10 millimeter bolt with a 10 millimeter nut. This we can snug up pretty good once we get the wrap done. So I will move you guys over a little bit so you can see this wrap go in. So this guy just goes in. It's got the little piece that gets pulled in as you tighten it. And we'll get this bolt started first. We can tighten this one up. Oh boy, I'm dropping everything. Dropping everything. All right. And then we'll just get this one. We'll get it so it's just snug. We're gonna move these, like I said, we may need to move them up and down here and there. So. good. Make sure it's tightening up right. It's tightening up. We can still move this up or down, so we'll just kind of leave it. We'll leave it like that for now. We can tighten this area of the hand guard. We can tighten that up. That's not going to move anymore. Just two 10mm open wrench. All right, now we can move that up and down. That looks pretty good. Probably gonna be like there. This other one's good. We will just tighten up our other grip. I don't think I tightened that one up. This is good to go. We can tighten this. Yeah, this one's loose still. Love these ODI lock-on grips. These things are the freaking best. Don't have to mess with stupid glue. I am just going to snug up this one. Oh, you know something? I have these wraps on backwards. I just noticed that looking at the other quad. These need to go down. So we're gonna have to spin those around real quick. Starting to look like a quad, boys. Wait till we get these plastics on her. She's really gonna start looking like something. Oh man. I'm hoping guys. I'm gonna try to have her ready to test ride. Not this weekend, nah, the following weekend. So 1 week before round one. Definitely gonna be cutting it close, but I think we can do it. We don't have much left. So, all right, it's time to get these plastics going. So let me get this camera moved, get a new angle for you guys, and we'll start with the radiator shrouds. All right, we'll get our first shroud going here. Now we are waiting for 3 of these little rubber grommets and a couple more bolts for these shrouds. So we have 2 new ones and 2 used ones. We're just going to use these for now, and then when we get the new ones, we'll swap them out. Rocky Mountain has no ship day, which is pretty messed up. You couldn't even pick 1-day shipping now, which stinks. So I don't know when I'm going to get it. So all right, so let's get the other side done. So this side is a little worse. You can see I'm missing both of these grommets, but we'll just put this in here for now. It'll be fine. The bolts will hold it in place, and then hopefully we'll have those soon. We already put our clips on the plastics. You can see all brand new OEM quick fastener clips. Those are on the entire quad. All right guys, so we're gonna do, like I said, we'll do these 2 graphics now, and then we can get the rest on. I'll probably hold off on those. I really want to just get the plastics on here first. So we're gonna clean this first. This is our solution, guys. It's kind of just a refill of this. It's just a couple drops of dish soap and water. That's all you need. We'll use that to clean this first. See, this is a little loose because I don't have that rubber grommet in the front, but it's okay. Clean this good. And then what we will do is we put a little layer of this right on here so we can work our graphics in. We got our heat gun. And I want to show you guys for the first time the first piece of graphics. Check it out. Boom. What do you guys think? Not bad, huh? Not bad. Looks pretty cool. Kind of the blue carbon fiber black background. I can't talk. And then the ghosted graphics, kind of like the black quad, just blue. So we'll get this piece on here first and see how we do. See how we do. So with this solution, guys, you're able to move it around. So we kind of want to do where this hole is first, get this kind of lined up, and then we'll work it down. We are going to need the heat gun to work this in. So kind of like, I'm just going to heat it up on low with my heat gun. Use the heat gun to kind of bend and form the graphics how you need them. The nice thing about this soap solution is I can peel these up and down a few times before we start working it out. All right, so we kind of got it looking pretty good. So I'm just going to kind of work it. Just work it kind of from the middle. I'm going to work it up, try to get all that water out. And then I'll work it down. And work these sides. And I got this little bend right here. We'll work that down. Work the water out, and don't worry about the water once you get all that. You can see it. Maybe hard for you guys to see, but it is coming a little bit, coming out. It will dry overnight, so you don't have to worry about it. I just like to heat up everything good and make sure I get all these little bubbles out. Give it a blast of heat. And I'm just gonna go over it again. I'm gonna spray it with that. And I'm just gonna work it, work all the graphics again. I don't see any air bubbles, which is good. I'm not perfect at this, guys, but I do a decent job, I think. I think the hardest part, which you'll see in the next video, the hardest part on this quad is definitely the rear fenders. That is the hardest part to do graphics on. They do give you 2 pieces for the rear fenders, which makes it a little easier, but there are multiple angles and multiple bends. You got to kind of work them all in with heat and stretch them and shrink them and all that craziness, but we'll get them looking decent. That's all we can do. All right, that looks pretty good. So let's get on the other side and take care of that one. You guys can use like a little squeegee, a credit card. I know like Spider Graphics, they use like little squeegees and stuff, which I thought those were always supposed to come with our kits, but they never do. I'm not complaining. I always use a rag, my hands, you know what I mean? That usually works for me. So that's what I use. All right, so we'll do the same thing. We will put a little thin layer of soap and water on there. We'll go get our graphics. And we'll try to do the same thing. We'll try to start with this little screw hole area. That's kind of like the boss of this piece. You start with that, get it where you like it on the top of the shroud. I like that, just like that, and then I'll kind of work it down. I think that looks pretty good. We'll give it a little bit of heat. Gonna check the other side to see how that front section is. All right, there's the other one. Looks pretty good, I like it. All right, so I think I'll do the headlight deletes. We'll do those quick. We'll just get those done. All right, guys, so these are pretty easy. We really don't need heat. It's a nice flat surface. I cleaned it off. We'll just put these on. We will have to trim these a little bit. And just work it. Trim them, like I said, there's one. We'll match it kind of what we did. We just put most of the graphic in the front. I'll tell you guys one thing when you're working with graphics, just have a nice, sharp, brand new razor blade. It'll make things a lot easier when you're going to do any kind of cutting, any kind of precision cutting. You know? I'm surprised this is like a brand new freaking blade too. Alright, we gotta cut out our holes for our screws and our grommet. One. There's two. Put the other grommet in. Boom. All right, we'll get these back on the quad. All right. The old Gland Innovations. These are pretty easy. You really don't need any of the soap and water. This one will need a little heat just to kind of form it how we want it. I'm gonna start it right here. All right, looks pretty good. Since we're over here, we'll just take care of this sweet LS4 frame guard. So these are fairly easy, guys. What you want to do is on these, you want the zip ties to be on the inside of the guard. It'll end up locking down a lot better. So we're gonna go this way though. I'm gonna go like this. These are a little tricky, just trying to get the zip ties in place, but you just take your time, you'll get them. It's pretty easy. So what you want to do is you want to shove the zip tie through, make sure it's only around the frame. Make sure it's not caught in your wiring harness. Make sure it's not caught on like the chain. It just needs to be around the frame, that's all. So I think we have them where we need them. Oh, this one's flipped on me. I don't want that. We'll do a test fit first. Actually, I think I'm going to send this one this way. Alright, that looks pretty good. And we just tighten these up, we'll cut them down, and that's it for these guys. Actually, I think I gotta do the zip ties different because on the other quad I had it where they were really, really tight. So I gotta figure this out. It's not that way. It's definitely not that way because they're kind of sticking out a little bit, and they should be really snug on top of this frame. So let me see what I did to get it that way. Oh, is it like that? have to be like that. Let me take a look at the practice quad. Yeah, the practice quad, these things are, all right, I think I know what I did. So you got to go like this. I want to say this is how I did it. In and around. Yeah, that's how you do it. All right. That's how you do it. All right, guys, so this is what you got to do. You get the zip tie through the guard like that, and then you want it to go around the frame and like this, and then it's going to come back around like that. So don't put that like that. This has to go around the frame. That's much, much, much tighter than doing it the first way I showed you guys. So that's how you want to do it. Things getting dusty from sitting. All right, so we'll start with that one. That's this guy. Gland Innovations. Awesome people. Just like that, nice and easy. And we'll do the frame. I'm going to start it up here. I have to heat this up a little bit. We got extra frame protection on this side. We got the sticker from Spider Graphics and the LS4 frame guard, so the frame will be very well protected. All right, so I'm going to show you guys this side. Hopefully it makes sense. So this side we're going to go. So basically what you want to do, you want to shove your zip tie through here around the frame. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. So this is how you want it. All right, so around the frame, through the guard, back to the zip tie. That's the way to do it. So we'll kind of get this guy started. So I think this just needs to be right about here. See what I'm saying, guys? So around the frame, through the guard, and then it's going to go back around the frame. But before we do that, we're going to get the other one started. All right, so we have it in. We have to go around. To say this side, there is a little more room to work with, which is nice. So I shouldn't say that yet. Now I can say it because I got it. All right, so now we're around the frame, through the guard, back around the frame. So this one, you just got to pop the brake lever down. Look at that. See how tight that is, guys? See how tight that is? Nice and tight. And that's important too, because let me tell you something, guys. If this bottom section is sticking out even a little bit, when you go to press your brake down hard enough, it's going to lock it down. So you do not want that to happen. So, all right, so you guys can see, like I was saying, the battery just died. I just had to change it. If this is loose, like the other way, the first way I showed you guys, which was the wrong way, with the zip tie on the inside of the guard, then around the frame, this is going to stick out a little bit. And when you hit the brake down enough, it's going to pop out. It's going to hit the top of this, and it's going to lock up your brake. You do not want that to happen. So you got to go through the guard, around the frame, back into the guard, and then back around the frame. So the zip tie goes around the frame twice. Hopefully that makes sense. And then we just tighten this up. Super tight. This thing ain't going anywhere. I know some people say they use like double-sided tape, which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's gonna make the guard definitely stick out a little further. So I think this is the way to go. This thing is like super tight against the frame. I'll show you guys. Like right here, look at that. Look how tight that is. Super tight on the frame. Same thing with the bottom. So, all right, now let's work on the rest of the plastics. All right, we will start with the rear fender. I will have to make a cut, guys, on this back fender, just for the battery, for the 24-volt battery, right here, so that cable doesn't sit up too high, otherwise it's going to interfere with the seat. So we just have to do that. We're not going to do that now, we'll do that later. Not a big problem now. So, quick fastener install, brand new. This is, I have shown you guys this before, so I do not put the quick fasteners on this lower fender mount. I put the two little Allen head bolts, only because for me these seem to wear out really quick and loosen up and even fall off, so rather than have that happen, I just use these just here, and it seems to take care of this area of the plastic. Good. We'll do it in the next video, but we will have to remove all those safety warning tabs. We have to drill out the rivets. We're not going to do that today. We're going to finish up these plastics and call it a day for part 10. So both of these guys, these aren't going to be fastened very well, only because, like I said before, I'm missing those two grommets. So I'm just going to have to let these kind of just hang there for now. And we'll come back after and pop those in. I will have to also get clear vent line. That's all I have for now. So I'm just using the black for now. And then I'll have to go to the old auto parts store and get some clear tubing for the vent line. All right, that looks good. The hole looks good. We'll fasten those down. Just a little bit. Luckily it's on Velcro, so that's easy. Alright, side panels. I am going to remove the 24-volt battery for now. I do want to put the seat on this thing and see how it looks. Oh shit. Come on. may actually have to trim that tank opening just a touch more. Kind of tighten the back and just causing it not to drop down early. So I'll do that tomorrow. I'm not going to do that now. I just want to get this thing complete with all the plastics to show you guys. I'm not even going to put the little pins in this back section only because I need to cut this down more. It's not dropping down enough, so I'm just going to shove this in there for now. Not a big deal. We will get the seat, back you guys up so you can kind of see. Oh, you guys can see it. Ooh, she's looking like a quad, boys. Next video, we will also put some tires on her. This way it'll be much more stable to work on when we do the graphics. Actually, no, I'm gonna have to put the pins in on that because this seat is gonna be a pain to get off. So. One. Yeah, you guys can definitely see right here. I just gotta trim that up a little more. I always try to make it a little larger just so this thing can go on easy. Alright, so it's locked in. I have to say, I like the blue. I like the all blue. It definitely looks good. I think it'll come together once we get all the graphics on. See what the seat looks like. Alright. What do you guys think? We'll put the bar pad on last only because I still need to adjust the bars and all that stuff, so I'm not going to mess with the bar pad until my controls are done. So we will do that on like the final video. Alright guys, that's a wrap for part 10. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I didn't film it, but I just threw on the rear number plate quick. I'll show you guys. What do you guys think of that? Looks pretty good. The number 3. A lot of pressure on me for this year, that's for sure, boys. That's going to be big shoes to fill. I don't know. It's going to be a tough year, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Let me know what you guys think, how she looks so far. You guys can see the sneak peek of graphics. Next video, you will see them all, but you can kind of see the scheme that we did with this. It looks pretty good. We're going to have to get rid of these. Like I said, we'll drill these out and get rid of those. We have graphics to go in here. We're going to get rid of that one. Going to get rid of that one. Show you the other side, the front end. Handlebars, controls, looks awesome now. Look at that, looks pretty good. Show you this side, looks pretty good. It's definitely gonna look nice once it's all done. So that is a wrap. Like I said, thank you for watching. Drop me some comments, let me know what you think. I'm thinking 1 or 2 more parts, guys, and this build is going to be a wrap. So fingers crossed we can keep to that schedule. Like I said, I'm hoping not this weekend, but the following weekend we can get our first test ride on this girl. And the week after that is round 1 of the Nayola series. Fingers crossed this girl will make her debut. So that's the plan. We're going to keep grinding and hopefully make that happen. So make sure you give me a thumbs up in this video, guys. That helps me a ton. Like I said, drop me some comments. Let me know what you think. And if you're not yet, please subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. And we'll see you in part 11. Peace.